Welcome back. Got back yesterday from Montreal. FedEx came this morning with a box from CGC, 25 comics. Now these are all golden age Canadian editions. So if you're really into Canadian editions, this is what you want to see. If you're not, well, maybe move on to another video that I've done, but this is 25 Canadian edition comics, Bell, Superior, Derby, that sort of thing. So here we go. I'm going to open it up. The great thing about Canadian is they're very rare. Sometimes they don't have as many pages, sometimes they do. Sometimes they're issue number 2, called number 1. So you really have to do your research, but again, scarce is the key. A lot of these issues are the only one ever graded at CGC, and therefore the highest grade because they're the only one. So here we go. We're going to start in no particular order. Just see how they come out. The Texan, or I should say Texan, that's how they usually title it. Number 6, Canadian edition, 1949, and in that particular case, Matt Baker cover, of course, beauty. And that would be the very scarce one. I did a research on that, and that's the only one graded at CGC. Should appear on the, like most of these, will appear in the census report in about a week. I think that's what it takes. A beauty. Next, the Texan, number 9, has some pen writing on the front. From 1950, white pager. Another Matt Baker cover. And in that case, number 9 is the not the only one. There's actually one graded higher than that. Nice 10-cent Matt Baker. Strange Worlds number 2. Popular. Canadian edition. Wally Wood did the cover. Used in Sodi. And I believe there's 6 higher of this particular Canadian Avon issue. Walt Disney's Donald Duck. This is a 4-color, 238, Carl Barks, Canadian edition. There's a few of them graded, I believe. Well, I think there is anyway. I believe in this case there's only one higher. I don't know if I have that in my storage or not, but anyway, there's one higher than that one. Voodoo Hoodoo. Archie, Canadian edition, you can tell. Bell Features did this in 1949. It's a 3.5. And in that one, Archie number 38, Archie has one higher of that one too. Next, Walt Disney's Donald Duck. This is a 4-color number 223, Wilson Publishing. 1949 Canadian edition with white pages. Love seeing that. Lost in the Andes. And that one higher, I think, in that one. A 6 with white pages. Tim Holt. Key on this one. Dick Ayers, but photo cover, of course, but Ghost Rider. And that, I believe, is the 4th appearance of Ghost Rider. Tim Holt number 18 from 1950 in a 3, and in that one it's the it's the 4th Ghost Rider, but that's the only one ever graded at CGC from a Canadian edition standpoint. Gene Autry, just had to grade that one. Beautiful photo cover, nice Western publication by Wilson. Number 40, and it's white pages in a 7. Another photo on the back. Just a beauty. And I think that's the only one ever graded. Next, the Texan number 1. Get a lot of them down here in the East Coast in Canada with Juanita. Big collector back in the day. 1948, this one, Texan number 1. A Bob Lovers cover, and then Matt Baker took it over. I can't remember what issue he did, but that is a nice one. Don't see too many of those around. Texan number 1. If I find it here, this would be I think the only one ever graded at CGC from a Canadian edition. Put it right there. Babe Ruth Sports Superior did the publication for that in Canada. The interesting thing on that one is actually Babe Ruth Sports number 8 says number 7. So on the Indica, it says number 8. Yogi Berra. Nice red cover. Can always tell the Canadian issues. And that one for Babe Ruth. Most of these, again, that's the only one ever graded. I think I'll just stop saying that because most of these are. Two Fisted Tails, number 27. White pages, 6.5. Nice. Most of these will be up for sale, by the way. They'll be affordable. 1952 Superior. Nice machine gunner. Reminds me of the Rat Patrol, if you remember that show. True Adventures. In a 7. A Saul Brodsky cover. Bell Features. True Adventures number 4. Nice action cover. I like that panel. That's really nice. Great color. Real Life Comics. An Alex Schomburg cover. White pages. Real Life Comics number 25, 1945. I got a couple of those. Real Life. This one, another Alex Schomburg cover, and it's a 9.2. You just don't find that with the Canadian issues. It's really tough to get a high grade like that. From a 1950 Canadian edition, the paper quality was terrible. But this one here is just beautiful. And I'd have to do some research on Real Life Comics. I do have some other Canadian ones. This is number 54. What is the highest graded Canadian issue of Real Life Comics? And actually, I'd like to know, Real Life Comics 54, in the regular printing, what is the highest grade? I'll have to look that up. Nice one. Probably the highest grade in here. There's a Dale Evans photo cover. Alex Toth did the art. So it might be painted cover, not sure. It says photo cover, but anyway, 7.5, Dale Evans number 7. Simcoe did it, 1950. Again, remember, they're all Canadian. Wild Bill Hickok. I do know this one. I thought I graded one earlier, but I can't remember. But I've had this for quite a while. There's one higher. This is a 7, off-white to white. Issue number 1 by Superior. Really nice shape. Always like that one. Kanga. Jungle King. Beautiful Maurice Whitman cover. It's number 12, bondage cover on the bottom here. Really nice. And I believe it's the only one graded on the census. Kanga, number 14. And I don't know who did the cover on that. I thought Maurice Whitman did it, but I have to do some research on that. Again, a bondage cover here. Really pretty. Like the jungle ones. Like this one. Jungle Comics, very rare to find in white pages. Canadian issues. Superior did it in 1952. Jungle Comics number 149. Really nice. Some nice high grades on these Canadian issues. Warbirds. Superior Comics in Canada did that. White pages in a 7. Warbirds number 3. Nice eagle dropping the bomb. 1953 beauty. Again, only one ever graded. Frontline Combat. I always loved my war covers. And war books, actually. Frontline Combat number 8, Superior Comics, 1952. Harvey Kurtzman cover. White pages, got a 4. Not sure why, but was hoping for a 5 or a 6 on that one. Sport Thrills in a 5.5 with white pages, and the famous L.B. Cole did the cover on that one. You got Joe DiMaggio pictured here, and Phil Rizzuto. Mentioned, we got Yogi Berra. But that's a nice one. I love that red and yellow. And probably the only one graded. Couple left. Reno Brown. Now, as I remember, Reno Brown comics are tough to find. They only had 2 or 3 issues. I can't remember the total. But it's a photo cover, issue number 52. I don't even remember if that's the first issue in the series or not. There was only 2 or 3, as I mentioned. But 1950, Bell features, pretty rare. Pretty rare to find. Especially in good condition like that one. White Rider and Super Horse. This is number 4, which was actually, I think, the first issue. I've got a couple of number 6, and I think I have one more of this one. On this one, I think there's a couple or one higher. Just checking. Yeah, there's one higher on that one. This is a 4 LB Cole cover. Dark cover. And we have one left. And then we're on to some other stuff. Western Love, number 2. Publication Services 1950. A photo cover. Don't know who they are. Maybe it's from a movie. Don't know. Again, all Canadian. Hope you enjoyed that. Another one coming.